G'day legends, this R8 behind me has come in today to get the guards rolled, and we're just going to give it a quick check over as well while it's on the hoist. It's rubbing on the back guards, you'll see in a sec, I'll show you, but yeah, we're going to fix that up and yeah, let's get into it. So this thing's been resprayed, and the customers asked me just to have a bit of a look over it to see whether I think it's been in a prang and that's why they've painted the whole car, or whether they just painted it because it was faded. As you know, most of you would know, I owned a HSV records for a long time in a workshop, so I feel like I'm pretty qualified to look over these cars because I've seen thousands of them. So yeah, let's have a bit of a look and see what we can see. Well, straight away, it has had some sort of coolant leak or something pretty badly here for a while. K-frame's kind of rusty. Engine mounts are okay, but yeah, it's got like a lot of red dirt. Might have been maybe the guy that owned it lived on a dirt road. I mean, it doesn't look like there's any structural damage underneath here, which is good. They do get rust in the chassis frame up in the front here where they drop down. So it's always good to check there. It looks pretty good. A tiny little rocker cover leak. Not leaking that bad though. And no rust in the frames. Steering rack looks good. No cracks in the front rim. Driver's rim. No cracks in the passenger. Going down here, looking at the frame, all looks good. Floor plan looks good. Oh wow, it's definitely had a tail shaft let go at some point. So we just have a look up here. If you look up there, you can see, yeah, tail shafts let go at some point. Probably donut went, or it snapped the tail shaft. Probably more than likely this rubber on the tail shaft there, they get frail and burst. So that's probably what happened. It's not really uncommon because it's definitely had a new tail shaft put in it. Got a good exhaust system on there. You could definitely use those bushes being done at the front cradle. Yeah, I think it just lives somewhere maybe on a dirt road, and so the paint was probably just a bit buggy because there's a lot of like dirt underneath here. Like if you look at the bolts, you can see that. I don't know whether you can see that, but that lower control arm bolt there, it's quite rusty, and the diff's quite rusty. The actual body of the car is good though. I reckon, yeah, just had worn paint from just general wear. It's definitely got standard shocks in it, which is not good because your springs aren't captive. See how they're falling out? That's not roadworthy. Definitely need some lowered shocks put in this thing, which would also help him with the guards. Yeah, I'm not seeing any structural damage that's screaming out to me, so that's good. Oh wow, very worn inner tyre. That's the thing, look how brand new the rest of that tyre is, and just this inner edge is just completely gone. Oh, we got a crack. That's not good. Cracked rim. Rear left cracked rim. As he's right. As you can see, it's ration on there. He must run these a bit too low tyre pressure, I reckon. So yeah, apart from a cracked rim, it's looking pretty good. There's no structural damage to the car. Needs a few bushes and a few things. Very, very common. Yeah, I guess I'll mention that to him and see what he wants to do there. But as far as the overall car, looks like it's just a good, honest car that's yeah, had a paint job at some point just to tidy it up. The cracked rim is not a good one. I bet you he doesn't know about that. You'd hope that someone didn't say the car like that, but there's every chance I guess he hit a pothole and yeah, it's not hard to crack a rim, especially in Geelong. Our roads are terrible. This R8 behind me has come in today to get the rear guards rolled. It's already been pre-rolled a little bit, I'll show you in a sec, but it just hasn't been rolled enough, and they haven't done anything much, or they haven't done much to the rear quarter where it touches the bumper, which is where they rub the most. You'll see it's rubbed the paint right off, so at least I don't have to worry about that. But yeah, so we're going to do it. It's exactly how I've done my Calais, so it's just got enough clearance. Like I've got 275 on the Calais, and when I'm fully aired out, it hits the tyre. But other than that, I can drive normal. But if you went to like a 245, I would have absolutely plenty of clearance. You'd be able to run your hand in between it, which is what he's got. He's got a 245 on the back of this, so I should get this with plenty of clearance, and he'll be right to drive around and enjoy his car. But anyway, let's get in on it. As hopefully you can see in there, let me try and reposition all this. Hopefully you can see there the paint's been rubbed off from there to there from the tyre. So what we're going to do is then heat this up and re-roll, well, above here too. Even here we're going to re-roll that around because it's only about on a 45. We'll tuck that around a little bit more. But yeah, here we're going to really roll that as much as we possibly can. Then we'll use the rubber mallet to just tap that last little bit. Then we'll trim the bumper to suit, and we'll trim this plastic out here so that it's not hitting. And then on the front, yeah, we're just going to roll this around. This is harder to roll because it's quite thick. I think it's a few layers of steel. But yeah, we're going to roll that around and just try and move this out just a little bit because this is another spot that they do hit. As you may or may not know, I am giving away $1,500 at the moment, and if you want to find out details about that, you can jump on our Facebook page, RCS Geelong, and yeah, look up the details. But anyway, let's get back into this job. I think a big thing that he could do that would greatly help this car is having the standard shocks is not a good idea. I'd at least have lowered shocks in it, or I'd actually nearly buy a coilover shock and chuck a coilover shock in there because you can set it up exactly how you want it, as far as the stiffness and all that sort of stuff. So you could have it a little bit stiffer in the back because you're sitting in the front anyway. Only problem, I guess, if you're cracking rims already, it's not going to make it any better. But you can just limit that travel so that you're not getting a bang, bang, bang on the bumps, which is going to throw your tyre up into the guard. But anyway, let's chuck this guard roller in and get on it.